Hello and welcome to my gaming channel. This is Splish Splash, and you know what? This is episode 2 of my series How to Grow Your Gaming Channel. If you haven't checked out my first episode, do so, because I'm talking about some important things there to think on when you're starting up your channel, and even if you have been going for some time, you might need to remember some things regarding how you upload and how you want to share the vid and all that stuff, so check that out. But today we're going to talk about networking on YouTube, a subject that I know a lot of you guys are looking forward to hear about and to talk about. And yes, I want a discussion in the comment section. And to optimize that, I have a guest today. And that guest is Luxeley, a great YouTuber that I know for some time now here on YouTube, which is awesome. And during our conversation on Skype, I have recorded some gameplay from Watch Dogs, the first time I actually played the game. It both looks good and feels good, since I'm also using this new graphic card, kind of sweet. And here we just put it into place. And once again, guy, I hope you will enjoy this episode, hearing me and Luxley discussing and talking about the beneficial or mutual beneficial parts of networking here on YouTube. Again, if you have thoughts or questions, don't hesitate to write to us in the comment section and we'll do our best to answer them. If we see that there are new things to talk about regarding this subject, there might be also a second part just for the networking thingy. So enjoy, here we go. So I want to say hello and welcome to my guest Luxley. Welcome.
I'm the guest.
Yes, you are. No, we're both guests here on YouTube, I guess. Well, anyway, Luxley, I've known you for a while now here, and it's great. And I think my first thought was for this second part of how to grow your gaming channel when it comes to networking. I said to myself, I really need to talk to you. I need help from you, bro. So my first question to you is mainly, what is networking? What is your thought about that?
Well, I mean, it's kind of the concept of winning and losing, in the sense that you take what it is you need most from it. And it's so for some people it could be support to give them a little bit of inspiration and not hear those crickets on their channel. For other people, it could be insight into what they're doing and how they can improve, what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong. And other ways, it's simply just being there for people, because it's kind of daunting to do this alone and not have someone kind of in your corner, not have like Mickey from Rocky, on your side, go get him, Rock. I think we all need that once in a while. And that's just human nature. To say you don't, you're full of shit. Yes, you do. And I think that could be what networking is. So it's what it is that you need most that you should try to get out of networking. It's what is important to you.
Yeah. So in a way, this is like a sort of old human habit or behavior. I mean, I get what you're saying, but in terms of YouTube, at least for me, this is something, at least the term of networking is quite new, isn't it? I mean,
I think it is, and I think it has a place now, because 6 or 7 years ago, the bar was set at quality content, which means best possible audio and video. Now that's elementary. And the reality is, a solid 80 or 90% of the people you see in the comments of channels less than 10,000 subscribers, those people essentially have their own channels. Some are casual, some are dedicated, some are truly committed. And the whole idea is to try to draw them into your tribe and respect what it is they're trying to do and have a team player mentality. Because PewDiePie, Swifty, Syndicate, Drifter, big YouTubers, they're not going to do that for you. So when you look at it as a possibility of someone that you can, collaborative with somewhere down the road, someone that you could trade off ideas with, challenge each other, support each other, it's the new necessity. It's the new quality content on YouTube.
yeah, I totally agree with you there. But I also think that, if you've started out or you already have a channel and you think that, well, I have to get on this. I have to get on this train and get into this tribe. But how do you reach out? How do you start to network? What do you say?
I mean, that's a good question. And I mean, there are various ways that you could do that. I mean, obviously, social media is one way to reach out to different interest groups of particular games you play or the whole general genre of games, which is something I need to get into, but responsibilities keep me from optimizing that at this point. But the point is, I just, I'm a salesperson, so that's my background.
Yeah.
And I would just reach out to people, whether it's a YouTube inbox or just on their channel, and explain to them what I'm about and who I am. Explain to them the concept of networking and what it is I'm trying to accomplish. And I don't want to pitch myself, but I think that that's what you have to do. The value of what it is that you can present to them as a creator as opposed to them as a viewer. And you kind of have to show them that you respect their need or their desire or drive to be a creator. Because all anybody wants to know is what's in it for me.
Yeah.
That is true with every aspect of sales. And when you humanize YouTube, that's also very true. And when you tell them, hey, I have 1,700 viewers. I do a shout out series. You can gain exposure. I can help you. I'll network with you, et cetera, et cetera. And they could take their 20, 30 subscribers and run for the hills when they get a shout out, or they could have the state of mind to see that, hey, this guy's dedicated, this guy's committed. Maybe he's going to be 5,000, 10,000 subs. I get another shout out. I got another 200 people. Maybe I could do a collaborative with him. So you really have to, kind of look at who's committed, who's reliable, and who's consistent, and focus your attention with those people and just reach out. Reach out, like I said. People going to tell you, stop spamming. That's spam. Spam causes cancer in like 49 out of 50 states in the U.S.
Or maybe smoking even more, but I get your point. But anyway, I think though, yeah, so we got the concept a bit here, and we know how to reach out. As you say, you might go directly through the inbox and all that, and establish a contact and do it over like a comment on a certain vid, certain channel. But if we got that right and we start to connect with people, how do we move on from there? How do we do some proper and beneficial networking?
That's a great question, and the key word there is beneficial, and that's something I didn't mention. When you network with someone, it has to be mutually beneficial.
Yeah.
I mean, 95% of the people that I try to contact that have 20, 30, 40,000 subs don't want to be bothered with me because there's not that mutual benefit. If you have a mutual benefit, you have a better chance for a lasting relationship, and that's what it is that you're trying to put out. What I say as an answer to your question is just put out your best. Watch the video for as long as it keeps you engaged. If you're like hearing stuff like, I'm not sure what episode this is. It's either episode 9 or 10 or 11 or what's that, Mom? What are we having for dinner? You know what?
Sorry. Oh, you got me off guard there. Yeah, I know
I
exactly what
usually
you
do.
mean. Yeah, it's a good habit of yours. I like it. That.
But I think it illustrates the point,
Yes.
which is as long as you're engaged in the video, watch it.
Yeah.
Because you can learn something from anyone, and you can learn something more so from people that don't play the games that you normally play. Because when you watch the games you normally play, you're more focused on the game itself. Whereas if you're watching someone and play a game that you normally don't play, you're looking at the audio quality, the video quality, the editing skills, what kind of images they're putting forth, and you're also more tuned to the commentary. And you can learn more. I've learned tremendously from a lot of people that play Minecraft, Call of Duty Ghost, GTA 5 games that I do not play.
I totally agree there. I also learn about other games that I don't know much about, and it's awesome. For example, with you, Lux, I mean, I didn't know much about, World of Warcraft, but after watching your vids and other similar channels with that content, it's great. You get to know other things that you didn't know from before, and that's a big, huge advantage of it too, the knowledge, and yeah. But another thing I've been thinking about is also, maybe it has to do with me not being so structured or something, is how do you keep track? Because I know that you, for example, you network with around maybe 200 people, which is a lot. I mean, how do you know when to and all that stuff regarding going into those channels and check their vids and stuff? How do you do that?
I mean, that's a good question. I mean, the reality is that you can't be expected or expect others to watch every minute of every video. I mean,
No.
it's just impossible. By the same extent, you're a creator too, and you don't want to spend all your time, watching other people's videos. I mean, you have to have some kind of balance. I've refined the process since I first started doing this, which is almost a full year ago. And what I essentially do, I mean, on your left, you have all the people, that you're subscribed to, and it shows, how, whatever. There's little numbers next to their name, 5, 10, 15, 20. What I do is I take a look at people that I know have been consistently commenting, and I watch those videos first, and I give them the biggest amount of attention. Then I take a look at the people that casually do the nice video, bro, copy and paste.
Yeah.
Got 600 more of these to do. I'll get done by October. And then I look at those people and I give them what they give me in return. So what I try to do is I just try to treat everybody like, hey, it's my party. You're here to have fun. If I'm not making fun for you, then I'm doing something wrong. And when I start to see that they're not contributing and it's not reciprocated, I dial it down a bit. So I tend to focus on the people that are immersed in what I'm doing and supporting me, whether it's casual, as long as I see their presence. And then if I consistently don't see their presence, I just quietly unsub. And I just continually try to bring in new people that are dedicated, committed, and understand the value of networking and understand the value of networking with myself.
I think this is very interesting, and if I understood it right, because I mean, I also get the question how, to keep in contact. I know that a lot of people, or at least some YouTubers, are using Skype as a tool, for example, or they use the inbox, or is that something that you do, Luxley, or?
If I do a video that I feel really needs to be heard, like where maybe I'm making an announcement for a contest or a giveaway or a new series, or it's something that's going to change up the rules of my shout out series, make it better, I will just, I have about 300 people on my contact list, and I'll inbox it YouTube to everybody. But when you do that every day and it becomes redundant and people don't give it as much attention. But if they see one in there every 2 weeks, then people will tend to actually take a look and say, hey, maybe I should look at this. I don't, on a personal level, I don't see what Skype provides that YouTube doesn't. I really don't. I mean, for me, I have that tracking system on YouTube where I'll take XYZ, who has, and he's got the number 4 next to him, meaning maybe he has 4 uploads or 4 videos that he watched. Yeah. And I'll go check out his channel. And then what I do is I kind of check out, like I said, I check out the people that consistently check me out. And then I'll make a small list of people that make comments in my videos, and I check them out. And after a couple of weeks, I start seeing numbers next to people, and it's telling me, hey, this guy's not watching my videos. And at which point, I just quietly unsub and I move on, because apparently, for whatever reason, they don't see the value in networking with me, maybe don't even see the value of networking in general. I don't understand what it is that Skype, like I said, offers in return, over YouTube. No. And a lot of people have mentioned, let's network through Skype. And for me, on a personal level, I don't see the benefit. I've asked people, what's the benefit? Like solid 20, 25 people. No one gives me a response. So they just, it's just better. Really? Why? And no one has an answer. So if any of Rogers or Splish Splash's subs out there, or people he networks with, as a reason why Skype is better, please let me know. I'm open-minded, but right now, I don't see what the value is over YouTube. I really don't.
No, I agree. I'm totally with you there. I'm like an old-fashioned guy, so I sort of stay with my inbox for a while. But anyways, I guess the word for today is, you know, stay active. Like the mutual beneficial aspect of it, it's really important. And also, if you want to get, you got to give. So it's a sort of that sort of situation that we have here. I guess this sort of wraps it up for today. Maybe we will have to talk a bit further about this, but I also want to talk to you guys watching. If you have any further questions regarding networking for me and to Luxeley, please let us know in the comment section and we'll take a look at it. And Luxeley, thanks again for being here and talking about this with me. It's been a pleasure.
The check's in the mail, right?
It's already sent over, you know, by Skype. No, I'm not. Skype, that would be great because send money over Skype. But now you're going to get paid.
Then I actually might network on Skype.
Exactly. You see? Guys, thanks for watching and take care. And we'll see you all soon again. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.